Hello. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. Hello. 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 Friday. Woohoo! It's Friday. Funny Friday. A regular feature of Live with Lorielle New, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So I hope you have some jokes to share with everybody. Let me say hello to everybody. Oh, and I am on YouTube. There's YouTube. That's how far the lag is. I'm on YouTube and Google Hangouts, and YouTube just started, so the lag is like a minute. Let me say hello to Allure Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Sir Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Sam and St. Clinton and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Tesis and N1QOV and Joe Barney and John McCain, Sturgis Guy and Bill Mouse. All right, I think I got everybody. Sam and St. Clinton. Make sure I didn't miss anyone. And Wing Doggy and Wing Doggy's friend. Thank you for checking in. Hi, Ryan Ely. Thank you for checking in. Ryan, wait, Ryan, is this Ryan that we know? Or Ryan, a different Ryan? Thank you for checking. It's Friday, Funny Friday. If you're new, maybe your day. Welcome back, Ryan. Welcome back. Great to see you back. So I hope everyone's doing good. It is a beautiful, sunny heat wave in California, like 85 degrees. So great to see you. I had a nice day. I got a package. My friends in New Zealand. New Zealand. I want to visit that country someday. It's a beautiful. That's where they film Lord of the Rings. It's like a lush, tropical, like barely touched by civilization island, and this company, Extend Life, sent me age-defying exfoliating scrub. So, thank you. They have supplements and skincare. Sturgis Guy says New Zealand has lots of sheep. New Zealand is still a beautiful, like, untarnished, clean and fresh country. That's why a lot of times when they want to film something where it looks like, you know, like Lord of the Rings, where it looks like an ancient, older time that hasn't been completely, like, man hasn't covered the country with stuff, they go to New Zealand for unspoiled nature. So, hello! So yeah, if anyone's having trouble, sorry for the technical problems. I am live right now on YouTube and the Hangouts in case anyone's having trouble. I'm simulcasting in 2 locations. In case one doesn't work, you can try the other. And Philip and Sam and everyone else holding up the fort on YouTube, thanks for checking in. So I have a joke. It's Funny Friday. This is a regular feature of Live with Lorielle New. We share jokes to put everyone in a good mood for the weekend. If you have a joke, write the whole thing out and the answer, and I'll try to read it without destroying it. So I have a joke, and this joke comes from Linda. I have a joke to share with everybody. 2 blondes are in a car riding to Disneyland. They're riding down the highway, and they see a sign that says Disneyland left. So they pull over and start crying, turn around and go home. Ah, Disneyland left. Ah, wait, that's a blonde joke. So hello, hi Wing Doggy and Wing Doggy's friend. Yeah, we hate blonde jokes. Okay, no, I hate blonde jokes. The rest of you love blonde jokes. Oh, Jesus has a long one. I gotta put my glasses on this for this one. Hang on. Jesus is a long one. A cowboy walks into a bar and takes a seat next to a very attractive woman. He gives her a quick glance and casually looks at his watch for a moment. The woman notices this and says, "Is your date running late?" He says, "No, I just got this state-of-the-art watch and I was testing it." The intrigued woman says, "State-of-the-art watch? What's so special about it?" And the cowboy says, "It uses alpha waves to talk to me telepathically." The lady says, "What? What's it telling you now?" And the cowboy says, "Well, it says you're not wearing any panties." And the woman giggles. The woman giggles and says, "Well, your watch must be broken because I'm definitely wearing panties, Tex." The cowboy smiles and says, taps his watch and says, "Damn, this thing's an hour fast." Telepathic watch. Marcel says, "What do you call a blonde with a brain? A golden retriever?" Ah! Marcel says, "I asked God for a bike, but my mom said God doesn't work like that. So I stole a bike and asked God for forgiveness." God helps those who help themselves. Ah! Wait, you're not supposed to do it that way. Is my camera backwards? I don't know. I've got it tilted. It might just be the tilt. I have it tilted because the light's coming in from the window here. That's because I've got it. Usually I have it like this, Laura. But the light is coming in this way, so I tilted it so that it's straight, so that I'm getting the light coming in at a better angle from the window. Marcel says, "Why did the blonde get excited after finishing her puzzle in 6 months?" Because the box says 2 to 4 years. I did it in 6 months. And Angie Jonas says, "I hope all of you can cut the mustard with these jokes." I'm sorry, none of these jokes are going to cut any mustard. You need a spoon for that, Angie Jonas. Our mustard is, yeah. Tisa says, "When a Jedi dies, they become part of the Force. But when the Force dies, it becomes part of Chuck Norris." Is Chuck Norris still alive? Oh, wait, I didn't get that. Yeah, somebody, one of our Twitter friends says, "A skeleton walks into a bar and orders a beer and a mop." And wait, where's the punchline? Oh, because it's going to go right through him because he's a skeleton. Right. Because he's a skeleton. Jesus has another long one. A pastor was caught stealing in the church by a member of the church. There was a conversation between the pastor Blessed are those who see and don't talk. And the church member says, for they shall receive their share. Amen. Oh, both of you. Sorry about that. It's Funny Friday, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So I hope you're all having a good day. Jesus. So, I'm just watching. There's been lots of people walking around outside. So, does anyone have any plans for the weekend? Hi, Philip. Hi, everybody on YouTube. Hope you're feeling good. Anyone have any plans for the weekend? I've got some Saturday night plans. Not quite sure what I'm going to do, but just saw the trailer for the new Bond movie. A little bit excited. A little bit excited for the Bond trailer. I really liked the last one with Javier Bardem playing the bad guy, who turns out is secretly half-brother of Bond. Now, in this trailer, Bond is going after this secret sect of bad guys called Spectre. Secret bad guy group. Kind of like a secret the Shadow 007 force, kind of. And turns out the head of Spectre, they show an old picture, looks like he was a temporary guardian to 12-year-old James Bond and his half-brother. There will be secrets revealed. And who killed his parents? There will be secrets revealed. They're just gonna... Oh no, here's another long one. I'll put on my glasses for this. Pisa says, 4 Catholic men and a Catholic woman are having coffee in St. Peter's Square. The first Catholic man says to his friend, my son is a priest. Oh, hang on, it's moving. My son is a priest. When he walks into a room, everyone calls him father. The second Catholic man says, my son is a bishop. When he walks into a room, everyone calls him your grace. The third Catholic gentleman says, my son is a cardinal. When he enters a room, everybody bows their head and says, your eminence. The fourth Catholic man says very proudly, my son is the Pope. When he walks into a room, everyone calls him His Holiness, Your Holiness. Since the lone Catholic woman was sipping her coffee in silence, the 4 men give her a subtle well. And she replies proudly, I have a daughter, slim, tall, 38 double D bust, 24 waist, and 34 hips. When she walks into a room, everybody says, oh my God! Ba-dum-bum-bum. Marcel has a joke. So a little kid walks into his son, so a father walks into his son's room and says, now I'm not reading that one. Father walks into his son's room and says, if you masturbate too much, you will go blind. And his son says, I'm over here, Dad. I don't believe in that, I say. Say, everybody, you should all masturbate more. Masturbate more. Yes. It's good for your circulation and stress release. Endorphins. Even Allura says, I've been told it's healthy. Yes. Actually, yes. Technically, physically, if you're going to look at the body as a machine, and it is, from a health standpoint, it would be better. As we know, if you don't use it, you lose it. Some things are good for circulation. And that's as much as I'm going to say. David Jones says, I need a sex toy that orders pizza. What does that mean exactly? And speaking of which, where's my pizza? Jesus says, a Jehovah's Witness is knocking on the door. So I answered it and asked if he wanted to come in. And he said, yeah, okay. And I said, I'm making a cup of coffee. Do you want one? He says, yeah, sure. I said, I've just made some toast. Do you want a slice? And he says, sure, why not? So I sit down and ask him, so what now? And he says, I don't know. I've never gone this far before. Oh, because usually they slam the door in his face. I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's Pizza Friday. Do you guys realize that it's almost Easter? How did that happen? How did that happen? It's a very early Easter this year. Last year, Easter was at the end of April. This year, it's the first week of April. Yes, this coming weekend is Palm Sunday. Next week is Easter. How did that happen? Time seems to be moving very quickly. Marcel has another joke for us. These are, yeah, I don't know if it's because of the Easter or what, but we have all these religious jokes. A man goes to the circus. After the show, he speaks to the manager and asks for a job. And the manager says, all right, what can you do? And the man says to the manager, I can do great bird impressions. And the manager says, oh, a lot of people can do that. So the man says, oh, well, and then he flies away. That's a really good bird impression. David Jones says, will you be making an ash of yourself, Lorielle? I try to make an ash of myself whenever given the opportunity. Wait, what? It's Funny Friday, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. And hi, Soyo. Soyo says, hi, Lorielle, you are great. Make a funny face and cross your eyes. Can you? Are you kidding? I don't want it to freeze like that. Get stuck like that. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to do that? Stuck like that. Then what are you going to do? You broke your face! Now you gotta... So, it's Funny Friday where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So I hope you have some nice plans for the weekend. It is beautiful and sunny here. I was just outside working in the garden, watering some plants, picking some weeds. Very nice out. It's supposed to be about 87 tomorrow. About 80 on Sunday. I don't know about what the temperature is like where you are, but I think some people have winter still. Some of you have winter. Marcel says, I don't believe in beating my children. Instead, I make them wear a really embarrassing t-shirt and hat when they go to school, and I let the other kids do it for me. Oh, what kind of parent? Public shaming? That's going to leave a scar for the rest of your life. How many years of therapy do you think that's going to... Yeah. Tisa says, I haven't told anyone yet, but I have a callback for the show Vikings on the History Channel as an extra. 1,000 Vikings running up a beach in a war scene in Ireland. He's waiting for his work. Oh, awesome, Jesus. Good for you. Marcel says, a man was at a clinic and having difficulty walking. So the doctor and the man decided to chop the leg and heal it. When he woke up, the nurse says, I have some good news and some bad news. The man says, what's the bad news? And the nurse says, I think we chopped off the wrong leg. And the man says, what's the good news? Well, the good news is your other leg is getting better. Oh! Get a new doctor. Probably shouldn't chop off any limbs unless absolutely necessary. David Jones says, I still have my Pat Benatar shirt, and I think she wants it back. Hot-blooded. Check it and see. Oh, wait, is that a Pat Benatar song? No. I know I would recognize it if I hear one, but I cannot remember right now off the top of my head what Pat Benatar sings. She has not been played on the radio in quite some time. Or at least not in this locale. So, how many executive producers does it take to screw in a light bulb? Executive producers don't screw in light bulbs, they screw in hot tubs! How many directors does it take to screw in a light bulb? Well, the real question is, how did he get in that light bulb with the hot blonde? How many actors does it take to screw in a light bulb? 99. 1 to screw it in, and 98 to say that they could have done it better. How many superstar A-list actors does it take to screw in a light bulb? 1. But the actor doesn't screw in the light bulb. He holds a light bulb and the world revolves around. Ah. Marcel says, never argue with a fool. They will lower you to their level and then beat you with experience. What? Hi, Wing Doggy. Hi, Windy. Wing Doggy's friend. Thank you for checking in. It's Funny Friday, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. Marcel has some wordplay. What if there were no hypothetical situations? Where do you start to answer that? So a skeleton walks into a bar and orders a beer and a mop. Did you pee? How many development executives does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2. 1 to take notes and 1 to screw it into the faucet. Because development executives always screw it up. They gotta make changes just to justify their job. Light bulbs don't go in faucets. You ever wonder why a script has yeah. That's an inside joke. Hollywood insider joke. How many kids with ADHD does it take to screw in a light bulb? Let's go play with bikes! Marcel says, how many divorced men does it take to screw in a light bulb? Who cares? They never get the house anyways. Screw in your own damn light bulb. So, it's Funny Friday. So, oh my goodness, it's already 5:50. How did that happen? Sometimes, no, when I'm looking, it's because like sometimes I hear people like right outside of my window. It's very weird. I have the windows open because it's hot, so I can hear people, everybody walking by, and it's like they're 3 feet from my window, and it always makes me like, what the hell? So. Oh, yes, I hope your doctor's appointment goes well. So I am just about to sign off. But I want to thank you guys for coming to see me because you're awesome. I hope you're going to have an awesome, wonderful weekend. And I want to thank you all for coming to see me. I will be back Monday at 5:15 Los Angeles time for Motivational Monday. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Allure Star and Shocker and Sturgis Sky and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Azure Yusuf and The Cram and Marcel and Red Stapler and John McCain and Wing Doggy and Wing Doggy's friend Wendy and Philip and Sam and St. Clinton and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and N1QOV and Joe Barney, Jesus. Let me make sure I got everybody. Thank you so much for checking in. You guys are awesome. This is for everybody. I love you. I love you. Bye. I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye. Have an awesome weekend. Bye. And I posted a picture on Twitter in case you didn't see it. 2 pictures. My eyes look incredibly green in one picture. Bye.